Oh, W for the meat eaters out there. Not even just like the exclusively carnivore diet meat eaters, but just full stop. Anybody who enjoys a little bit of red meat, a little bit of white meat, a little bit of the other white meat, and a little bit of the other white meat. You like the seafood? Go ahead and have yourself some seafood, because eating meat not linked to higher risk of death and may even protect against cancer-related mortality. W for the meat eaters. You'll love to see it after all of that year, or all of those years of villainy. We're getting our wins back. Eating more meat could be beneficial to the body, a new study suggests. Recent research from Canada's McMaster University revealed that animal-sourced foods are not linked to a higher risk of death. And that's out there in Ontario. I think McMaster, or that could be a Quebec. So, it's not exactly like they're tethered to the, Western cattle industry, and quite frankly, they detest anything that is east of Ontario, east of Ottawa. So yeah, don't necessarily say that they're biased at all. The study discovered that animal proteins could also offer protective benefits against cancer-related mortality, according to the press release from the university. Researchers analyzed data from nearly 16,000 adults aged 19 and older, considering how much animal and plant protein they typically consumed. They also examined whether these diet patterns were associated with a risk of dying from causes such as heart disease and cancer. The results revealed no increased risk of death, and oh god, that looks good, in association with eating more animal protein. The data also showed a modest but significant reduction in cancer-related mortality. No associations were found between total protein, animal protein, or plant protein, and the risk of death from any cause, according to the study. I'm just getting thrown off by how good that steak looks, my man. But when plant and animal protein were analyzed, the results remained consistent, which suggests that plant protein has a minimal impact on cancer mortality, while animal protein may offer a small protective effect. The findings were published in the journal Applied Physiology, Nutrition, and Metabolism. Combined with the decades of clinical trial evidence, the findings support the inclusion of animal proteins as part of a healthy dietary pattern, the press release stated. Research supervisor Stuart Phillips, professor and chair of the Department of Kinesiology at McMaster University, commented in the same release and said that there's a lot of confusion around protein. Not really, it's good for you, including how much and what kind to eat, and what is implied for long-term health. The study, it adds clarity, which is important for anyone trying to make informed, evidence-based decisions with what you eat, don't you know? It was imperative that our analysis use the most rigorous gold standard methods to assess usual intake and mortality risk. God, I hate that accent. These methods allowed us to account for fluctuations in daily protein intake and provide a more accurate picture of long-term eating habits. Lead researcher Yanni Papalakalou, president of Nutritional Strategies, also commented that when both observational data and clinical research are considered, it's clear that both animal and plant protein foods promote healthy and longer lives. The research was funded by the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. Okay, so a little bit of bias here, but still, if they came to these results based on the data, I'm not going to be against it. Okay, although the research was noted that the NCBA was not involved in the study's design, data collection, or analysis, or publication of the findings. Phew! Here I was thinking we were reading some propaganda, but in actuality, we're just out there trying to spread the good word of beef. Where's the beef? Guess what? It should be on your damn plate, because it's helping you out with staving off the effects of cancer. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.